order by. So we've seen where, okay, now we're looking at order by, and we'll see how to combine both the where and the order by clause, and also how to use just the order by clause on its own. Okay. So like I said, we are going to switch over to our bike stores. I believe all of us have bike stores installed by now. Switch over to our bike stores, and we're writing the following commands. Select all from. Okay, so now let's look at what table we're going to select from. I think it's production dot product. Okay, select all from production dot products. All right. Now, when it comes to order by is basically, by default, when you're working with your normal Windows, okay, your normal Windows file explorer, okay, you can sort normally in ascending or descending order, basically. Then in Excel, we have the sort, which can allow us to do what? Sorting A to Z or Z to what? A. Okay, the order by is basically doing the same thing for us. Okay, it allows us to do what? Sort our select queries based on what? A given column. Okay, it allows us to sort our select query based on a given column. So I'll go ahead and say order by. Okay, order by. No, my system is acting out today. I think it's list price, right? That was how they called it. Okay, so this should be the command you're going to write if you have bike stores. Okay, so now what will happen is, if I did not add anything here, by default it will arrange it to what? In the ascending order. Okay, so what do I mean? I can either say this or DESC. Okay, so it's either I write this, okay, to denote descending order, or I write this, okay, to denote ascending order, or I leave it blank, and I think blank by default defaults to what? Ascending order. Okay, so you can go ahead and it's production, not productions, and then it's products. Okay, so I inverted them, and then execute our code. Okay, so now, as you said, the smallest value, okay, is what? 89 from what I'm seeing. Okay, and that is what comes up first, followed by what? 109, followed by 149, okay, 159, 189, 199, 200. Okay, so it's basically arranging them, okay, in what? In ascending order. If I go ahead to add the descending order command, okay, and execute, I will have the highest number coming up first. Okay, so it will start from the largest number, which is what? 11,999, down to what? 89. Okay, basically that's what we'll have. So that's the work of what? Order by. Okay, so that's basically the work of order by. Okay, is this one clear? Again, order by, it allows us to do what? Sort or arrange our data in either ascending order or what, descending order. That is just the work. It's just there to allow us sort our queries by what, ascending or descending order. Now I can decide to order by more than what, one column. For instance, let's say I want to, let's go with another example. Okay, another example. Select, all right, or from sales dot customer. Okay, and then I'm saying order by. Okay, I'm saying order by, and now if I come to the customer column, I should be able to see their columns. Okay, the names of the columns. And I believe that they will have first name by default. So there should be always a first name. Okay, then first name. Now I can decide to order the first name in the descending order. Okay, in the descending order, and then the last name I order it in what? In the ascending order. Okay, I can choose any of these formats. Remember, without adding the particular order, it defaults to ascending by default. Okay, without adding the particular order, it defaults to what? Ascending by default. So I will still add it for clarity purposes. Okay, so how is that? So I will go ahead and execute this, and then you will see something different. We started the first name by from what? The Z alphabet. Okay, the last one came up first. Then the last name started from what? B. So what will happen is it will first of all take the last element for, or the alphabetical order for the first name, and then pick the least one, which is Z. Okay, and then check across board the last name for that first name. What is it? Okay, so if somebody is bearing a Z name for the first name and a Z name, okay, for the last name, the person will not come up first. Okay, he will look for a person bearing Z name for the F name, and probably something like an A, okay, for the what? For the last name, basically. That's what it's looking at. That's why we have the first name as Z and the second last name as what? B. So it will first of all take column 1, which is our what? Our first name column, okay, and sort it in the descending order while taking into account the last name what? Column. Okay, I don't know if you understood what I'm saying. First, it will look at the first name and sort it in what? In the descending order. Okay. So the next we are going to do is to try to combine this with what? With the where clause. Okay, so that we can see select all from, okay, sales dot customers, okay, where state is equal to state can I pick? TX. Okay. Then I will now say order what? By. Okay. I want to order by street. Order by street. compile and execute this one. As you know, executing. It's not worry this thing. Okay, so as you can see, it went from what? The street addresses with what 990 what 3 down to forever 1 that we have. Okay, so that's how you can combine select, where, and what order by. Okay, that is how you can combine select, where, and what order by. I don't know, is this clear?